Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com, and as you can see, I am back with the Christmas tree, but this time we have the Nikon D750 with the 24 to 120 millimeter f4 VR lens from Nikon on it. And in the previous video, we did some shots with the Christmas tree and the various ornaments, some Star Wars ornaments, to show you the high ISO abilities of the Fuji X-T1. So now we want to do a similar thing with the D750. And the nice thing here is that you'll be able to see a direct comparison between the two. And I will post some full-size images for you on probably the Google Plus gallery. You'll be able to look at them side by side, even download them, take a look, see what you think. I can tell you that from my initial shooting, this D750 is incredible at high ISO. I'm not sure anything beats it. But let's have a look at the images, shall we?
Okay, so we're looking at the straight out of camera JPEGs from the D750 here. This is ISO 1600. This is at 120 millimeters f4, 1/30th of a second. And obviously, you'd expect it to look pretty clean. Obviously, the VR is working well here at 1/30th of a second at 1600. We move up to 3200 and still looking really good, which you'd expect from the 750. Moving into 6400, still quite nice. The noise is well contained, detail is good. And we move into 12,800, and again, it's still good detail, good color, still good looking out of camera JPEG here. Moving over to high 1, and this is looking good as well. Very well contained noise, and still good detail and good color in the image. Then we move up to another shot, and this one is at high 2. So we're looking at a little bit more noise in the shadow areas here, but not bad at all. Really decent looking rendering from the out of camera JPEG on the D750. And this is another at, I believe, at high 2 as well. I must have just snuck in there when I was weeding them out. Here we've got 1600. We've got Darth Vader, and looks really good out of camera JPEG. We got 3200, again, still looking very nice. 6400, very nice JPEG straight out of camera, and noise well contained, details decent. ISO 12,800, looking very nice on the out of camera JPEG from the D750. And again, nothing to complain about here. You really don't see any noise really creeping in at this point. High 1, still looking really good, really nice looking image. And high 2, we're starting to see a bit of noise, and especially in the shadow areas like here and in the corners. Nothing I think that if we work this file in RAW, we couldn't have a very nice image still out of. So very impressive noise handling from the D750. Back again, this is high 2 again, and you can see here some of the darker areas. There is some noise. Noise pattern isn't the best I've seen. I think the Fuji X-T1 rendered a little better noise pattern, but not bad. And again, I think if we work the raw image, we would totally see that clean up very nicely. Incredible level of detail here for a high 2 ISO. So this is like ISO 25,600. And then we have ISO high 1, so that'd be 12,008. And Lightroom doesn't tell us that for some reason on the D750. I guess it's not reading that yet, or perhaps it won't. In any case, you kind of have to know what high 1 and high 2 are, so you can't read it. And then we are at 12,008. Oh, so I guess the last one was double that, so that would have been our 25.6, and then we would have had the boost past that, so like our 52,000. So actually that makes those high 2 files look that much better. But this is 12,008, and it looks really good level of detail, looks nice here. 6400, even better. 3200, looking very nice 3200 ISO out of the D750, and 1600 just as a reference, that's like super clean file there. Back to 1600 on another image here. Looks very nice. 3200, and we are still in very good looking image. 6400, nice and clean. 12,008 again, still very nice and clean. Decent level of detail, still good color. It's impressive out of the D750. Here we're at high 1, and it still looks really nice. I would use this file. It's decent. Very low noise at high 1. High 2, and again, there is some noise showing in the darker areas here, like in the corners, but nothing crazy. I mean, this file's pretty usable straight out of camera, and this is high 2. That is crazy. Detail and color and whatnot delivery for high 2 on the D750. Again, we're still at high 2, and this is another image. And still usable. I mean, we're seeing some softening here, but the detail's still good. And if you work the raw file on this would really come up quite nicely at high 2. High 1 here, even better. High 1 and high 2, that's probably the break point. Straight out of camera, high 1, I think I'd use it. High 2, I'd want to work the raw file. But incredible level of detail and level of quality coming out of the D750 at these incredibly high ISO levels, because this is 12,008. So the last image would then be the 25,006, and then after that, that's the I guess that was it. It's 52,000 ISO or something like that, and it's they're looking not bad right out of camera. That's crazy. This is 12,800 and looks very nice. Wouldn't hesitate to use it. 6,400 even better. 3,200. But let's just look back here. It's 32. 64 and 12,008. You don't really see much degradation between 12,008 here and here's 3,200. Or conversely, here's I guess it's not a 32. I meant to have a 1,600 there, but still really nice and not much image degradation between 3,200 ISO and 12,800. High 1 is extremely usable here. And in high 2 as well, even out of camera, but I would probably work the raw files. Incredible image quality at high ISO coming out of the D750. Arguably some of the best we've seen yet, period, from a full-frame DSLR. Stay tuned. We'll have more on the D750, and we'll have more videos, articles. Keep up to date with what's going on in the world of photography, videography, and technology right here at artoftheimage.com. Thanks for tuning in, folks.